Good morning,
Good
guys.
morning.
How is everybody? I didn't change my shirt. That's okay. It has been a chilly morning here in East Tennessee.
But lovely.
Yes,
lovely.
It is getting cooler. It's those nights where you can keep your windows open at night and oh,
Got it.
where it is getting cooler and you keep your windows open at night and you know, it keeps the house. You can shut your AC off and your heat off and just have fresh air all the time. I have, when I mentioned the last time in our last Gypsy Woman's watching. When I watched, or when I did our last live, I had mentioned about masking my stencils, because we've masked stamped before, and people had asked, I've gotten messages, people asking me, how do you mask stencils? So that's what we're going to cover today, just kind of what we do. I'm going to let me grab cups real quick to get some of the paint and stuff in there, so that I'll add those over here. Alright, let's see here. Put the paint in. Alright. And then I might have to get water too. I can stick that in there. But what I'll do is, yeah, there you go. That works. There you go. Alright. And, oh, I don't think I introduced myself again. I'm Rachel. I own Stella Mercantile and Boutique here in East Tennessee. I am a JRV retailer. I have been for a little over, I think, 2 years now. So I'm super excited. Let's see here. Do you want to, I'll do with these trees. You want to do these trees on yours? Sure. Okay, we can do that. Lisa is going to use the bottle brush trees from the Bottle Brush Tree Stencil set, and I'm going to use the trees from the Farm Fresh Christmas tree. Let me turn that around so you guys can see that. I don't know if you guys, yeah, you guys can read it that way. The Farm Fresh Christmas tree set, to show you how you can use all of these, where you create, where you put one down when you're masking, and you've cut out a way to hold that down, and then put another tree on top of that, where then, even though you're putting the second tree down, it shows, as it's, when you're done, that it's actually behind the first tree. It's the exact same concept as when you're doing it with stamps, but this is with the stencils. You can use any type of a material that'll cover. What I do is, I use, when I get my stamps, I save this top sheet. It's just a thin, I think, piece of mylar that covers the top of them. So any type of material that has a little bit of stiffness to it that you can use. I think even, I like it because it's clear and you can see through it, versus, you know, something that you can't see through. However, you could take this and cover, if you didn't have any stamps or anything like that, you could take this and cover the top of it with and cut out like a piece of cardboard,
That'll work.
a thin piece of cardboard, and then use that as the mask to cover that once that has gone over and been put down. So I'm going to start with,
I think I'm going to do it this way.
okay.
And I'm going to use the bottom of that also. So some of it.
Oh, yeah.
When you get through.
Absolutely, absolutely. Cut and carry and Christmas. I'll probably use the whole thing too, or I like the way on this stencil here how it's Farm Fresh, and I don't think
curves.
I might have to do Farm and then do Fresh underneath it, and angle it because it doesn't fit on this cheese board thing that I've got here. But okay, what I do when I am masking is I take. I'm sure I do. I just don't have it right here. Okay. I've got painter's tape somewhere. I might have it up here on that. It's blue, but I didn't see it this morning. It is here somewhere. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna start this one. And I take a dry erase marker and I cut out. Let's put this so it's just. And I did remember the smaller set of scissors this morning. And what I do is I take this, and I take the dry erase marker, and I will draw out the actual tree that I have. And then this will be the mask that we've made for the stencil that goes down. And then that will make the tree look like it is one in front, the first one you put down. And then we'll cut this here. I'll draw all mine out so then you can, when I'm done drawing, you can draw yours and I'll cut the scissors with mine, or use the scissors to cut mine. And then that'll work.
Can I cut one out?
And then, yeah, you can cut one out if you want. That works. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So how has everybody been? How's the weather where everybody else is at? It has started to get cool, as I said here.
And it's wonderful.
Yes.
I love the fall.
I do too.
Fall and spring.
Yes.
But the fall has more festivities and things.
Mm-hmm. We will be at the, if anybody is in North Carolina or Virginia or Tennessee, we will be this weekend at the Mountain View craft event. They have over 150 vendors.
In Chucky, Tennessee.
Yeah, in Chucky, Tennessee. And it is on 107 next to the Farmer's Daughter. It's a restaurant. It's all in their big parking lot, but it is a huge event. Lots and lots of people, lots and lots of crafters, lots and lots of stuff there. It is amazing. And what is that? That's on it's the Amish market, isn't it?
Yes, the Yoders.
Yoders. Well, it's not Yoders. It's Mountain
Troyers.
View. Troyers. It's owned by, I think, the same people.
Oh, okay.
But it's the Amish. What I like about it is the fee that we pay. They don't keep, it goes to be donated to the fire department. Mm-hmm. So, which is amazing, I think.
Because they have a volunteer fire department.
Yes. And so all the money that they collect from the crafters and stuff like that as their fees all go to the volunteer fire department for their funds for the year and stuff. So it makes it even nicer, I think, that it's not, for profit there. But we will be there, so we will be in booth number 70. I'm not sure where that is.
I'm not sure where it is, but we'll be there.
Yes. Out of 150 of them, we will be there. And we are so excited. So come on out. There'll be a lot to do. Lots of food and people, and it'll be a good old time. It's usually packed. Lots and lots of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Yes. I'm super excited. This is our first year doing that event. So, oh cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. So there's one.
And I remembered the small scissors because the last time I did not. Here, do you have there you go, for yours if you want to cut yours, masks for yours at all?
I think I'm going to do my trees first and then I'll cut my mask. Okay. That works. And then I will stencil mine. And then there's brushes here, and then there's paints here. And there's that one green, there's a second green, and then here is another green. And then here's a white if you want to mix to make it white. This one is light brown. Yeah. Okay. And then I've got another one. I've got a black and I've got a darker brown. Okay. So and I've got the red for the holidays. I'm gonna reach across you.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So I'm excited though for the event. And let's see here. Hey Jenna. How are you this morning? Where are you watching from? What do you say?
I can't remember. Okay. You might have to squeeze it. I don't know if the, yeah. You might have to try to squeeze it out and stick something up in the hole. That's why when this stuff is out of these, I'm done with these refill bottles. I have had enough of them. They're awful. There you go.
Thank you.
It should come out a little bit there. Some people love them. I've just had the worst luck with them, and I go through paint fast enough that they don't need to. Yeah. But I know Lisa Boone loves hers. I end up I squeeze, and then like half the bottle ends up all over the place.
Well, that's what I went. I got way too much right now.
Yeah.
Paper towel.
You've got those ones right there. The blue ones are good for that. But I'm excited for this season, this fall season.
Yeah.
I love the color changes. Our leaves have not peaked yet. They were talking about on the news that the leaves are at their peak in like the New England states, up in New York and Massachusetts and stuff. And then I had heard on the news that they're supposed to have really bad rainstorms, and that they count on this season for all the tourists and stuff like that, that this is a big season for them, and they're going to lose all their leaves this storm that they're supposed to get. But I don't think we're supposed to have any rain or anything. It's
not for a while.
Yeah.
I know.
I looked at the weather because, you know, we at almost every event that we have scheduled and gone to and been to, it has stormed.
It has.
And rained. And we did one in April at the Greene County Fairgrounds, and it had been beautiful for like 3 weeks beforehand. Beautiful weather, upper 60s, low 70s.
And it decided to be a snow and ice storm.
Yes, a snow and ice storm the Saturday.
Just a
that
freak
we were
one.
there, yeah. And then Sunday it was 70 again.
Yes.
It was like, really? Oh, goodness. But I'm really excited that it's not supposed to rain or anything, and it's supposed to be in the mid to upper 60s. So I just, like, the heat does my MS in. I'm not good for that. And then when it's super, super cold, that ruins the arthritis. So it's like, I can't win. That's why I'm in the middle of the country. So. All right, so let's see here. I've got all 3 trees. Where did I stick my thing? Okay, now I can't find the stencil that has the trees on it.
You just had it.
I know. I could lose my head if it wasn't.
Wait a minute.
Attached to me. Okay, right here.
There it is.
Hidden underneath the other stencil. All right, guys. Let's see here. I'm going to. So if y'all are just tuning in, I've got the masks that I've made. I saved these from the stamps that I have, but you can use any type of material. I like using the clear because I like to use a dry erase to trace around it, and then I can rub the dry erase off of it. You could use permanent marker as well, or if you don't have something like this, hey Bobby, then you can use a piece of cardboard and trace out the tree on that and use that to mask with it. And then that'll be either anything you can use to mask that. I just like to use those because instead of throwing them out, they're not being wasted. I can use that if you want to put that green over here too.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
share.
Thank you. Would you grab me a paper towel too? Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
There you go. And I'm going to rub the dry erase off on here so it doesn't come off, because my leg doesn't come off on the picture.
This is very true.
Yeah. If you use permanent, you probably won't have to worry about that come off on it. Let's see here. Bobby, where are you watching from today?
So I'm going to dip my brush. I'm using my smallest JRV Stencil brush, which is a 3/8 brush. I think the 3/8 and the 1/2 inch are the ones that I go to most for everything, unless I have a very large surface that I'm doing, like if I'm using the Diamond to Harlequin stencil or the Buffalo Check stencil, I'll use the big 1 inch one. But those are my favorites, and I love the brushes. Are like, I love these brushes. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna do it that way, and then that way I can layer trees here, and then put Farm Fresh Christmas trees up that way. I'll do it that way. I like the rounded one, but I don't think it'll work. It'll have to be Farm Fresh. That might not look right with it, unless I did Farm Fresh down this way. Well, it's not, because it's not curved the right way, so that's why. I'm going to do this tree in the center, and then do the other trees behind it. There we go. But I'm just going to take this and offload it onto here, because the secret to a stencil that has not bled is to have a very dry brush where you offload so it's not soupy and wet.
If you let it get too soupy, then it leaches under the stencil itself.
Yeah.
You don't have a crisp line.
And I do both. I'm a swirler and I just moved it, but
I'm a stamper. I'm a
I do
pouncer.
both. And I might switch out and add some brown at the bottom of this.
I know, I'm trying to decide.
On which ones I'm gonna, which I'm gonna do. Actually, I think I'm gonna like with the texture for the pouncing. I think I like the texture better than the swirling.
Yeah, I do.
Just on this, because it shows so much more with the white background that I've got on here. Because I pre-painted this white and sealed it up. I'm gonna do that instead. And it gives it I think a better texture with it being a tree versus the swirling on this one. I'll probably end up swirling the words. It took me forever to learn the swirling. I was so nervous that I was gonna
Go underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took a really long time for me to do that, but I think I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna change it out and do the brown on the bottom. So there's some on that. That'll work. Is there another little one or no little brush? No.
Is that it?
Yeah. I can go grab another one if I need to in the other room.
Let this dry.
Okay. Yeah, I did not remember my heat gun this morning. That's the one thing I did forget, trying to get out the house this morning. We had an eventful day yesterday.
We always have eventful days. What's the deal?
Yes.
We have exciting lives.
Yeah. There we go. So, about this here. About that, and then I'm glad this paint dries quick.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
And then, which mask this one is. That's the smaller one. Nope. And I just have to figure out the mask. That's the small one. That's the chunky one. I think that's this one here. Yeah. Maybe not. Oh goodness, Rachel. Here we go. That's the mask for this one. So then I'll cover that up with the mask here that I made. And then I will go over and put another tree behind it. Well, it'll look like it's being put behind it after it's done. Hey, Angela. Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are tuning in from. I am showing you guys how I make masks for my stencils and how you can use one stencil and layer it so you've got multiple, like we're putting trees down, so instead of just having the 3 trees from the one stencil here, we'll have them where it looks like it's a bunch of them in a forest type situation. And I cut them out of what I saved from my stamps, that top layer, and use that. And anything could be used. You can use a thin piece of cardboard and make a mask from that as well. I think I'm going to also use this one here. I'm going to trim the bottom of the tree out though here on this because I want to get the stump on it.
I'm trying to decide about the tree stump, whether I want it. I can't decide.
I'm trimming part of this mask here so that it will allow part of the little tree stump on the other part that I did. But this can be done with any stencil, any JRV stencil. Right on the top of this. This is part of the reason I was saying earlier I don't like the FIFO bottles. This is part of the reason here. The bottom of it's all clumped up, and now then you have to dig a hole through it, and then once you dig a hole through it, if you can get the paint out, then when you go to squeeze it, like half the bottle comes out all at one time. That's why I was saying I don't like them. But some people have really good luck with them.
Well, everybody has different ideas on what they want to do.
Oh, yeah. I was hopeful that it would work well, but it didn't. I'm just changing colors to a different green here. Get that on here. Oh, that's my luck. Oh, Rachel. All right.
That was an oops, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
And then I stuck my finger, oh my goodness, into the brown. Alright. Although I can mix the greens too.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I got it all over. I am the messiest painter, no matter what I try. Good morning, Gina. I'm the messiest painter. I can never. I'm just, ugh. I can do my darndest to be clean and so careful, and I'll have it all over me. It's everywhere.
But it's the end product.
Yes. Yes. It is. It is the end outcome. Your trees are coming out beautifully.
Thank you.
some of that. There we go. So then when I take that off, I'm going to get some of this around the edge here. If you see where that looks when you mask like that, it looks like the tree, the second tree that I put down, looks like it's behind the first tree that I put up. And that when you cover that first tree, and then in the second tree, when you cover the second tree, you can put it over another one to the side where that other tree will even look like it's in front of that second tree that was there.
Gives it depth.
Yeah, so it gives it like a three-dimensional depth and look to it when you're able to mask and cover up part of that tree. And it's just another easy, simple way to change up the stencils and get so many different looks with one or two stencil uses to change things all around.
You're
and
right.
Stuff. Yeah.
So you just use your imagination, and it's endless. The possibilities are endless.
Oh yeah. Was the front door locked? I thought I just heard heard the door. I'm gonna go check the door. Right quick.
Make sure nobody, the boogeyman's not getting us.
I thought I heard keys. I know they're upstairs. We now have a massage therapy place upstairs, and sometimes we hear them, and it sounded like I have bells on my front door, and I thought I locked it. I'm pretty sure I did, so it wasn't moving. Change this one here. There we go. Change out that one, and I'm gonna put this tree down. I think I'm gonna mix the two greens on here.
I think after I do this green one, I'm gonna get the faded burlap, the tan. Get the tan and see.
What you got color-wise? Do you add that? Okay, and add some of them in there.
Yeah.
That works. I'm gonna get some of this dried up. And it takes such a little amount to stencil paint-wise, because you want that brush to be offloaded as much as possible.
Because it just gives such a crisper look.
Yeah. And these stencils are so nice because they're thick. They're 15 millimeters thick, Mylar, so they're reusable for years.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's what you want. You pay for what you get.
Yeah.
And if you get
Cheap, thin
ones, they're not gonna last.
Yeah. And they, you may get a use or two out of a cheap, thin one, but then, you have to buy more, and I'd rather spend a little bit more and
get better quality
and have a better quality product that I can use. Say this is a Christmas stencil that Jamie came out with 2 years ago. I believe this was 2 years ago for this one, and I've used it 2 years ago, last year, and this year, and I mean, it's still, nothing's happened to it. It still looks great. It's in great shape. They don't bend up. The letters don't curl in between. I've had so many different kinds over the years that I've had so many different issues with.
I have to, yeah.
So they're worth it. It doesn't, as you said, you get what you pay for. What time is it?
It is 12:33.
Okay. this here a little bit.
Can I get the water?
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
you're welcome. I'll set that on your
I
project.
know, that's what.
And I'm just touching
With
up
my
the
luck, I
edges
will
here.
spill it.
That's me. See, there we go. Put this off here. I'm gonna dip this in the water though,
Go
so
right
I
ahead.
can get some of this off of this one main stencil thing here. See again here, by masking and setting that off. Good morning, James. By making the masks that I did with that piece of mylar that I've got, it allows you again to add depth to the project that you're using, or the project that you're making. And I'm gonna use, where did I set the other ones? They're over there, here somewhere. They're here somewhere. But I had mentioned this in our live from 2 weeks ago, which we've got our, let me show our rolling pins too right quick that we finished from. This is the one that Lisa did here, where we had, and I forgot to put these two on the page, but this is the one that Lisa had done, where we had used our Halloween paper and made a decor rolling pin. And then this one is the one that I did with the Santa vintage postcards and put a bunch of different Santas on it here.
Like that turned out
there's-
really cute.
Yeah. Obviously, they're not usable. They are just decor. But I thought it was cute. The vintage sand. I want to say the vintage sandpaper.
I know. I heard you.
The vintage Santa's postcards, and I do have some of those left on my website, the Stella Rose Boutique.co. If you want to purchase those, and we do have some of the Halloween paper still left. I don't have a whole bunch of it, but I do have some of it, and it's so cute. And they can be used too if you make just simple little porch. I can't. I want to say porch sitter, but shelf signs, shelf sitters. My brain this morning. It's getting better there from the MS, but whew, it is one day at a time. I've noticed though, if I'm doing too much, like if I get if I've exerted too much energy, is when it's starting to, like, you'll see more effects, because I'm not, from the relapse, it's not, I'm still not over it, but I'm like way, way, way better. But if I get too worn out and too tired, that's what'll happen. My brain just doesn't. So I'll put the mask down here, and I'm gonna use another one. I might try one of the bottle brush ones. Can I try one of your bottle brush ones?
I'm hogging them over here.
Oh, I don't care. It don't matter to me. Change up the tree look on here.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So it looks like it's in
Yeah.
a forest,
Yeah.
because they're all different. Now those three trees on the one stencil they're all different, different trees. And let me move that mask over a little bit. There we go. So if you're just tuning in again, what I did was I took Mylar, which is what I saved from the stamps that I have, and I cut out masks. I took a dry erase marker and I traced around the stencil, and I cut out a mask so that we can make them look where there was three-dimensional depth in there. Good morning, Jessica. And then use that so it'll create a three-dimensional look with the stamps, or with the stencils here. And then I'm gonna go in and just touch that here. What you need?
I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
I'm in my thought process.
Fine. And then I like that one. What's that? Is that this one?
Yes.
Is that green? Okay.
Yes,
I
it
like
is.
that. Where'd you stick it at? Or is it just
I just used the lid.
Oh, that works. That works because it's such a little amount that you need.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do one of these tile trees behind this. Let's see here. Do this here. Cover that one up there. And then cover that one up there. I'm going to mask off 2 of these trees. Because I'm going to put one behind it. I'm going to change the cut the mask because I think I didn't cut it out right. Let's see here. And that's when you're making these too. Like when I cut them, I was loose with them. So I'm going to change it up a little bit.
Yep.
As I go. If my finger will let me get it up. Oh, goodness.
Thinking I'm going to put some greenery or something here in a bow.
Okay.
That's why I'm trying to decide if I want to put something at the top or not.
Okay. Well, even if you do, you can always cover it with a, if you need to.
Just looking for the little tree, the littlest tree in the group.
Okay. Get that off there. There is. You got this tiny little one here.
Yeah, that's it.
There you go. Okay. All right. So I'm going to cut. You're welcome. Cut that mask there. And then I had the other one too. I'm losing my mind. Let's see here.
Not any more than the rest of them.
Let's see here. All right. There's that tree. There we go. This is a little chunky tree that I want. And then I'm going to set this one right back here. And where did I stick my brush? There we go. I'm just rinsing off some of the water or some of the color. Since they're all green versions, usually I'm funny about I will go wash my brushes in between colors. So nothing, like blends together on it, but these are all green or forms of green, so I'm not too worried about it. And again, I'm just lightly dipping in there, and then I am offloading. And then I've got the 2 masks that I'm holding down. And the 1 stencil, the bottle brush stencil. And I'm mixing the bottle brush stencils with the trees that I had on another stamp that was a Christmas stamp. You need something over here?
I'm thinking again. I get in a thought process. It takes me a little bit to figure out. I start with an idea, but then it develops as I go.
She made the prettiest, I'll put it up on the Mercantile page. She made the prettiest Christmas scene. She had used a cabin part for the transfer in the center, and then good morning, Sandy. And then she had used the bottle brush stencils and put the whole forest scene where the little log cabin was in the center of this beautiful picture. And then she added snow and all kinds of stuff.
I'm partial to snow, guys.
So,
I will add snow to everything.
So it's really pretty, and it's a really nice use of using different kinds of products, widths and mediums to make one beautiful scene all together. It's really pretty. I'm going to peel those 2 off here. And then I'm going to touch this up here. And usually I'm really finicky about the, and I'll cut them more carefully, but we were up here, you know, and I wanted to show people physically the whole process of it, but here's another one where I've added this one. Good morning, Judith.
Here's what I have so far.
Alright, I think I want to add one more over here, and probably another one.
I do another one here, and then one there.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm doing, but I figure out which one I want. I like that's there, but I kind of want a chunky one sort of over here. Well, I think I'm going to do that middle one. Although, I don't know. I like the bottle brush ones too. So I did, that's not the bottle brush one I did. I did this one, and I think I did that one.
Did you do that one?
I don't think I did that one.
I don't think you did that one.
Because there's no green on it. So I'll do that here. I think, or should I do that one there? I should probably do a taller one over here.
I would do a taller one there, and then one right there.
A shorter one here.
Yeah,
that's what I would do. Okay. Do you want either one of those?
No, I'm good with my trees now.
Okay.
Just letting it dry.
Okay. And I'm wondering, I don't know if I want to do the beige or if I just want to leave it. I think I'm going to do, I can do it where it's fading. Although I like that green, so I'm going to do this.
Yeah, that green's cool.
And it's not one I used on this side, so I'm going to do that.
12.5.
Okay. And let's see here. Alright. You need something?
No, I'm watching.
Oh, okay. Alright.
I'm waiting on my trees. I'm waiting on my trees to dry.
Okay. I just didn't know if
no.
there was something I needed to reach and hand over to you.
Nope.
Now this one I'm not masking because I'm going over the top of what's already here because I want this one to look like it's right in the front. I'll probably go back over this after this particular tree dries, only because it's darker on the top because it's got that other layer of paint on it there. And make something of like a little, I'm going to add a little bit of a stump on the bottom of it. I'm going to.
I like those stumps.
Which ones?
The ones from here.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm going to add.
I like that.
A stump from the bottle brush tree. She used it on Lisa did on another one and took the little stump off the bottom of the bottle brush tree that's like this here.
Yeah.
And had cut it and took it off here. And so I'm going to add a stump from one of the other stencils here that I'm using. Just another way to mix and match and
so really, your imagination, that's all you have to do is use your imagination, and you can do all sorts of things with these, with the JRV stencils and
like that.
Decoupage papers. And there's so much you can do with them.
Oh, yeah. And that was dried out, so I just added a little bit of water to it. There we go. Actually, I like adding that. We can add that into the tree.
Into the tree,
yeah. Yeah. I'm going to do that, and then I won't have to go back over it either with the. I like that. There we go.
Perfecto.
See? Show you guys again here. We've got the collection of them. So it's really simple. It's, you know, it doesn't really cost anything extra because you can reuse, which is, I'm really big on reusing, try not to waste anything, and reuse every piece of anything I can. Mm-hmm. So even like if you guys get a stamp, you can use leaving the cardboard piece if you've already
Yeah.
used or thrown your Mylar out, or when you get your stencils, they come in, there's a plastic part, and then they have the cardboard top. You could use that as well.
Yeah.
Just flatten that out, and you can cut it out of that plastic too, and use that out of that too. So you don't waste that if you don't have anything else. Let's see here. Is this the one I did? That one this where? I want a taller one, so I think I'm gonna have to do this taller one here. But we'll get rid of the Farm Fresh then. Hold on a second. I'll have to check Farm Fresh.
Well, you can always go over the tree if you need to.
Oh, yeah.
With
Farm Fresh. Although I might take Christmas trees from, I've got another stencil too that has Christmas on it with a different, the lettering's a little bit smaller.
I think I'm going to do in red, do Christmas trees like right here.
Okay.
And then do the cut and carry.
Okay. Yeah, because this here is actually smaller verbiage.
Yeah.
On it's saying to see how it's got pine, spruce,
Yeah.
and fir, cut and carry. This has pine, spruce, and fir as well, but the actual size is smaller.
Yeah.
So I think I'll use it out of this one here, because it'll fit better on this. Yeah, yep. But I like the Farm Fresh out of this one here because
Right.
that's smaller, and it's the same font. This is just bigger on a curve. So that's, I mean, getting a couple of stencils and you can mix and match and make so many different designs.
Yeah.
Good morning. I can't, is it Carol? Okay. Yeah, it's Carol. I don't have my glasses on, so, and my phone, I didn't set my tablet up. Good morning. We are showing you guys how I use and make masks and use them for stenciling instead of stamping. And if you go back at the very beginning, you'll see how I cut it out. I saved the Mylar from my stamps, but you can use any material that you'd want to draw over the whatever item we're using, trees, and then cut it out and use that as a mask to put multiple trees or whatever you're using down, so you can add depth, so it looks like the first tree that you put down is the one in the front, and you're adding other trees behind it. Good morning, Michelle. Other trees behind it, so that it looks like you have a forest or a very full project, whatever you're adding to it. This is Lisa's here with hers. She used the bottle brush stencil, and I've got the bottle brush stencils as well that I used, but I mixed
She combined.
Yeah, I mixed that with the Farm Fresh Christmas trees stencil here. I mixed the different trees as if like we're in a forest and they have different trees and stuff. Good morning, Sandy. I'm gonna do one taller one. I like that one tree though, but it's missing. I wish I would have. Yeah, it's part of it's the tree and the truck I like, but it's missing the bottom of that. I like the way that one's designed. Although I could put that off to the side and then still do make a mask for it and then do a taller one at the top. I think I'm gonna do that because I like the way that tree looks. I will do that, and I won't finish it all today, but I do like that tree. And then I'm going to add a tree to the front of that there. So, I'm going to do here, the stump. And then I'll make a mask and add that. And then I promise we will be better about finishing our projects up.
We will.
And then getting it up here on the site this week, so you guys don't have to wait 2 weeks to see it. Let's see here.
That tree's nice.
Yeah, I like the way this tree looks, the one in the truck. That's what I did with the pumpkin one that we did 2 weeks ago, or a month ago, when we showed last week, is that I used this truck and I taped off the tree, and then because I knew I wanted to do a truck full of pumpkins, and we didn't have a stencil that had a truck full of pumpkins, but we have stencils that have all kinds of different cute sizes of pumpkins and gourds and stuff on it, and I wanted to put those in the truck. So we did that, and
yeah, that worked out good.
Yeah. And when I had showed you guys, I had a lot of people message me that they wanted to know how to mask with the stencils. So I'm gonna add, let me fix that. I want to do the stump on there, so we're gonna use,
do the better stump.
Match that up there. There we go. With another one there. There we go. Add some color into that. There we go. Cool. Now see, I used the different tree with a different stump all to make one tree. So 2 different stencils just to make that one stump, or that one tree. I'm going to, what time is it?
5 to 1.
We are almost out of time here, guys. So I'm going to make a mask here, and I will finish this up, and we will post our pictures and get these done in the next day or so. Thank you so much for joining us and tuning in. I am Rachel with Stella Rose Mercantile and Boutique, and you can find me on my Facebook page at Stella Rose Mercantile and Boutique, and my website is stellaroseboutique.co. I also have a YouTube channel at it is under Stella Rose Boutique, and I am almost at 750 subscribers. And as soon as I hit 750 subscribers, I have a giveaway saying thank you for supporting me and my small business. And then when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will also have another giveaway. So if you have not gone and subscribed to my channel, please go do so. And also on my Facebook page, you'll also get all the notifications for all of any sales and any promotions and all my giveaways and stuff there too. So if you would, please go follow me on both of them. Thank you again so much for joining us. And if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message anytime. I'm happy to answer any questions. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys again in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Have a great day.